for the last several years, I was thrown into perimenopause and my internal world turned upside down. I experienced crippling anxiety, panic attacks, and I'm a psychotherapist, so I get a little emotional talking about it, but I'm in such a much more improved and regulated place. And I have to tell you that I'm trained in multiple modalities and including EMDR, somatic therapy, and I was still missing, and polyvagal, but I was still missing something to help me really connect to what was happening internally. I knew what my thoughts were doing. I knew that my nervous system was responding, but I still was missing that glue. And so, in fact, this training has been that glue. Part of the work in working with others, I've committed to moving through processes for myself, because I know it's a journey back to the self. And so in order for me to be the best that I can in serving, I have to do this work. So one of the things that was really beneficial, I mean, so much was beneficial, but because it's such a short time, for me with EMDR, part of the technique is identifying the negative belief on board. And I know depending on that belief, it's either coming from sympathetic or it's coming from dorsal. And so what I've now been able to do is when I'm working with someone and we get to a point where we've really finalized what that belief is, if it's I'm bad, it's all my fault, or I'm going to die, I need to get away, I now can integrate a physical approach that I know is going to help create that state shift. I've done it with myself. So again, this has been a journey for me since 2020. And finally, I'm in a place where it's such a level of connection to who I am and the safety of where I am, that when I place my hand on my heart, my body responds, and I know that I'm okay. Again, these tears aren't tears of, it's just really a level of appreciation, and I'm grateful. The other thing that stood out when Dr. Porges talked about our facial response and how when we're in either one of those states, our eyes are expressing it, our mouth, our everything. Again, that landed with me. When I'm with someone and whatever they're experiencing, I know, I sense myself going into that place of, oh, what's happening here? I cannot tell you, Amelia, the first thing I do is I'll soften my eyes. And to me, it's magic. It really is, because I start to notice with the person I'm working with, my client, that there's something happening. They're receiving me as opposed to staying in that place of panic, right, or that place of fear. And it's just been again, I can't stress enough. I'll be here again in September. I can't stress enough how grateful I am. It's just been a saving grace. So agradezco del corazón, mi alma. Thank you.